Hey there, it's Kate. I am Kate. If you don't know me, I am a life coach, health coach, aroma freedom practitioner, and just recently certified as an essential oils coach. And I am in here today because yesterday we were talking about mindset set and getting clarity in our mind, because sometimes we get the woolly foggies in there and we can get a little overwhelmed, etc. And I want to follow on with that today as to how do you take steps around that when you do get into that place. I think I may have said yesterday, but in case you didn't see my live yesterday, for a little while in the last month or so, I have felt what I call paused. And that was because I really felt like my mind was really trying to get rid of some thoughts to make way for new thoughts. What happens is if we keep clinging on to the things that aren't working for us, and that can be in our relationships, it can be, and then when I say relationships, there's many sorts of relationships we have. We have relationships with our kids, we have relationships with our partner, we have a relationship to food and drink. Now, when they get a little bit out of balance, how do we get that clarity? Well, we take a pause and we try to clean out some of the thoughts and ideas that really aren't serving us anymore. So, how do you take the steps to actually manage to make that happen? Well, one of the things that I do is I've got a little box behind me. I'm just going to reach right here. And this is a little box of oils. And that's my box of, what would you say? They're my emotional, inspirational, uplifting your vibration oils. And when I really am feeling like there's something that wants to come to my mind, then there's a few things that I do. One, I'll grab an oil of my choice from here, or sometimes I have huge racks. I've got a rack of oils behind me. This is a box of oils over here, and I've got more oils on the wall over there. I have a few, just a few. I'm not obsessed by them at all. Anyway, but the oil that I really chose for today in working out what steps I was going to take in this new plan that is evolving for me was an oil called Inspiration. Now, Inspiration is a great, great, great oil, and there's my book. I should have had this out for you because I really want to tell you a little bit about what is in this oil and why it is so good for you to use. And I'm just looking here through my book. If you ever want to know a lot about essential oils, this is exactly, it's the other way, isn't it? This is exactly the book that you need to get. You can get this off Amazon or from Life Science Publishing, actually. This is my go-to book that I look up for every ailment, everything that I do. Now, Inspiration, I'm going to read this to you because I don't want to get anything or miss anything here. This blend is formulated to help find a calm space in our minds and bring us closer to that creative center where our higher intuition operates. These oils were traditionally used by Native Americans to enhance spirituality, prayer, and inner awareness. And that's where our downloads, if you like, or our creative visions come from. They really come from within us, within the spirit that lives within us. And then when we connect into that, we get unstuck, we find the path, and we get going. And this particular oil is one of the oils that is really, really useful for doing that. What's in this oil? I'm just having some, it smells amazing. Cedarwood, black spruce, myrtle, coriander, royal Hawaiian sandalwood, frankincense, bergamot, vetiver, ylang ylang, and geranium. So these are amazing oils on their own, and they're now in this mix. So let's some practical things I'm going to tell you that I do to get unstuck. First, as an aroma freedom practitioner, I can do what we call an AFT. It's the aroma freedom technique. I can do that on myself. So I can sit down, and if anyone would like to experience that, please contact me. Put a note in here, and we can make an appointment to do that. But this is where I can get rid of some of the blocks that I'm having. And our body and our minds really don't like to let go of past behaviors, which come from the thoughts and patterns that run like a computer program in our brain. We don't like to let go of those. So sometimes when I want to really let go and I want to make space for the new things that are coming in my life and where I want to move to, that's when I will do an AFT. And of course, in AFT, there are certain oils, and the reason we use oils is our amygdala and our limbic system are most responsive to smell. So a lot of these oils have been absolutely formulated so that this is where they affect. They'll affect your emotions, your inspiration, different parts of your feelings and emotional system. So I do that with those particular oils. The other thing that I often do is just sit and breathe. Do some breath work. Clear your mind. In other words, just let your thoughts pass through. Don't hang on to them. Just let those thoughts pass through. Try it. Your brain is going to try to keep ticking away, but if you sit back and you just do the breath work, concentrate on the breath, and don't hang on to any thoughts that happen and let them go, you'd be amazed at how clear your mind can actually get. Other thing is to do an actual meditation, either by sometimes I will find a Bible verse and I will repeat that to myself over and over. Sometimes I will visualize what I particularly want and see it. If I'm having trouble in a relationship, or if I'm having trouble, say, every now and again we all gain a couple of pounds and I want that to go, then I will do a visualization of what my body needs to be, what foods I need to eat, all of that. So these are just a couple of things that I can tell you how to actually get unstuck. And the thing is, when you start to do this, it is taking it slowly, not jumping in to the hustle. Okay. It is not the hustle. It is always the consistency that pays off. And when you start to hustle, you'll get into overwhelm and burn. And the reason I have beachy hair is because I am deliberately spending time outside in my pool and making the most of my summer. So, yes, my hair does not do well with humidity. So bear with me through the summer, because this is probably going to be the look I am going to have. That's it for today. And tomorrow is Weightless Wednesday. And I'm going to talk about a few things there, and being weightless in the whole of our mind, body, spirit, and soul. So join me tomorrow for Weightless Wednesday, and I will see you then. Until then, check out the groups that I have. I'm Kate Penwan Thompson. Follow me as a life coach. Follow me on my page. Follow me in my oily coaching community. If you're a coach, you'll find me. I'm the only one there, Kate Penwan Thompson. I will see you tomorrow, and you have an absolutely awesome day.